brands, these are the Canadian alternatives you need to know about. Instead of this, buy this. Instead of this, buy this. Instead of this, buy this. Instead of this, buy this.
The Canadian boycott of U.S. tourism is crushing Las Vegas. Not only is it crushing Las Vegas, whose number one industry is tourism, did you know that Canadians are the largest group of international visitors to the United States? They are. We are set to lose $70 billion in tourism alone just for 2025. The Canadians boycotting U.S. tourism, they spend $20 billion annually. $20 billion alone in the United States of America. In addition, they are boycotting U.S. products. I guess having a president who has ruined our deepest relationship, our deepest ally, as people said to me, who pisses off Canadians? They are the nicest people. We have zero trade deal with Canada, our most closest ally before this administration. The $20 billion annually contributed to an extra 150,000 jobs created and stimulated thousands more. I do not blame Canadians. I don't even want to live here. What a disgusting administration. FAFO Las Vegas, FAFO United States of America.
We have some major breaking news out of the U.S.-Canada trade war. Trump has threatened, as you know, 50% tariffs on Canadian goods to hit in just 20 days on August 19th. Part of the reason he's doing this, Canadian provinces still will not put American booze back on the shelves. I need you to understand how bad this is getting for U.S. producers. American wine sales in Canada dropped $343 million in 2025 alone. Spirit makers are calling the ban devastating. Meanwhile, Canada is still hitting back with retaliatory tariffs on U.S. cars and auto parts and steel and aluminum. But Ontario's own representative in Washington now says the pressure is working, that trade talks are accelerating because of this. So Trump's tariff threat might actually be backfiring on him.
The records have come out about Canadian tourism to the United States, and it's not good. We're losing billions. Canadians do not want to come to the United States anymore. They're boycotting our alcohol. They just kicked the ambassador and every American out of the party for the Gordie Howe Bridge. They're boycotting just about every product that they used to buy from us. But they're not coming here either. The American tourist industry from Canada has lost $3 billion this year. We're only in the 7th month. $3 billion, we're only in the 7th month. Canadians do not want anything to do with Trump or anything, his tariffs, his threats to take over the country, or anything else. And now Americans are feeling that. All of our tourist industries are losing money because Canadians don't want anything to do with the U.S.A. anymore.
So Canadians have been boycotting the United States and not traveling here because of Donald Trump, and it really worked. Canadians made 29.1 million trips to the United States in 2025, which is down from 39 million in 2024. The drop was the sharpest in more than 50 years of record keeping, and it's not like Canadians just stopped traveling altogether. They just started going other places. So for example, trips to Asia from Canada jumped 16.7% year over year. Trips to Europe also rose 13.6% year over year. So Canada gave Donald Trump the middle finger, and it looks like it worked.
Thank you, Donald Trump, for causing the Canadians to boycott the United States during 2025 and continue to 2026. In 2025 alone, we know that Canadians cut spending due to travel, purchase of U.S. products and others, over $3.3 billion to $4.5 billion. What? Yes, Canada spent between $3.3 and $4.5 billion less in the United States thanks to Donald Trump. Donald Trump talking about making Canada the 51st state. Donald Trump talking about all the tariffs and the wars and how Canada was probably our closest and most important ally. and Donald Trump has managed to alienate them in every way possible. Again, roughly 10 million less visitors from Canada came to the United States, and it has cost everybody that's in travel, in leisure, hotels, Airbnb, etc., restaurants, car rental, etc., money, let alone all the other billions of dollars worth of products that the Canadians have just boycotted, and they will not buy in Canada when it's on the shelves. Grocery stores have taken products off the shelves, on and on and on, and it's all Donald Trump's fault. For somebody that pretends to be a smart businessman, right, only thing he's smart about is knows how to bankrupt businesses. He's good at that and good at closing them down. Let me know what you think. And my Canadians, let me know what you think. I know some are still coming, but you're not coming like you used to, and we're feeling it. We felt it in South Florida over the winter season, and we're going to continue to feel it as long as Donald Trump continues these wars with Canada on trade and over these statements making Canada the 51st state. Dementia patients more like it. Let me know what you think, my Canadians and everybody else. And if you're in Europe and some other place and canceled your trip to the U.S., let me know that too.
Canadians are taking this boycotting to another level, and it is working. Canadians are boycotting U.S. products, and it's working. U.S. President Donald Trump didn't see this coming at all. He might have think that he has done Canada the worst, but they will bounce back. They will definitely bounce back. You guys listen to people's reactions and what they think. Even U.S. citizens and residents are not in support of this. Canadians have also gone as far as creating awareness for people to know, okay, buy this product, don't buy this product. Instead of buying this product, buy this particular one. Instead of buying this product, don't buy it up and buy this one. Just for you guys to know how serious they are about this boycotting, just for you guys to know how mean they are about this. They are not backing out. They are not backing off. They are serious, and they want to see to the end. They want to see what will become of it, and it's happening already. Keep watching, guys.
Overnight, I've received quite a few sneers and sniggers about my decision to boycott things made in the USA. Mainly, it seems, from Americans themselves, as this person has also noted. When you say those words, you will make no difference. You say them to an Australian. And from gold miners' rebellions in Ballarat to futile fights on literal battlefields abroad, Australian history is endowed with noble defeats in futile battles. We almost take pride in their futility because it's in those moments that we demonstrate most clearly to our mates. In this case, Canada, Mexico, Europe, most of the rest of the non-USA world. However grim things look, whatever the overwhelming odds you face, you will not face them alone. When a Canadian looks over their shoulder, searching for the last person standing by their side, that person will be an Australian. And on a personal note, I have this standard. I will not be complicit in the tyranny of the USA. And this standard that lives in my mind now lives in the real world through my actions. Literally, I will not buy into the tyranny of the USA. And this feels right. Just as it feels right for others, evidently, too. Because when this is over one way or another, I want my name to have been recorded in my memory, if nowhere else, in the column of the names of the people who said I will not be complicit, and not among the names of those who sneered or sniggered, or worse, who cheered the tyrant on.
About a year ago, many Canadians made the decisions to stop traveling to the US. And honestly, a lot of Americans, including their president, said, who cares? They're politicians. Oh, they didn't care. Interesting, though, a year later, specifically a week ago, I noticed a couple politicians coming out saying or expressing their concerns on the lack of Canadians traveling to the US. Now, I thought it was interesting, but you kind of get this every couple of months from them when they're trying to get Canadians to cross the border. And because it's summertime, I just assume that's what they're doing. But then reports started coming in. And these reports started telling a interesting story. Because you see, in 2024, 39 million Canadians visited the US. So there was 39 crossings from Canada to the US in 2024. That dropped by 25% a year later. So when Donald Trump took office in 2025, that number dropped to 29 million crossings. Now, I don't even think they truly cared about that until the dollar value started kicking in. $3.3 billion that cost them. And that's where you started seeing politicians coming out and expressing their concerns. Because it's more local than you may think it is. New York, Maine, Arizona, those are the places that are being affected. I think I forgot Michigan as well. A congressional report warned U.S. that a lack of Canadian travel will hurt hotels, restaurants, and just businesses along the northern border, which is why you have these senators coming out now saying, give America a second chance. Now, New York is promoting discounts on hotels and restaurants in hopes that it will entice and encourage Canadians to start traveling to New York again. Now, will Canadians start traveling back to America? Do I think that this relationship can be fixed? Probably with time, but I should alert Canadians to this. We, as a country, respected Americans. And we are one of the few countries in the world to do so. You go most places in the world, they hate Americans. But I will say that the feeling between us and America was one-sided.
I stumbled on a comment in my previous video where I talked about this US/Canada tariff that is happening. Someone was like, that is going to lead to civil war if it is not controlled. That is going to lead to a problem if it is not handled so well. The way Donald Trump is doing it as if he doesn't care, whatever that happens and all of that, that when it happens, that he will actually care. When it will start playing out before him, he will actually start regretting every of his action that he's taking today. That this is action that he's taking as if he doesn't care. Whatsoever that happens to the US economy is none of his business, as if he's not benefiting from there. That when it will start playing out before him, he will definitely regret every of his actions. That is exactly what a lot of people are saying in the comment section right now. But guys, keep watching. I will still come back with some of my commentaries and say one or two things regarding this video. See ya.
Because when Donald Trump started his 51st rhetoric, Americans took that and ran with it. Their media outlets took it and ran with it. Their politicians took it and ran with it. And even the Democrats who are now coming out and speaking remain quiet. Their entire fan base took it and ran with it. Yeah, a few people were like, oh no, but majority of them took it and ran with it. I was reporting throughout this entire process, and I would know they took it and ran with it. The reason why they're now coming out and speaking up against it is because midterms are around the corner, and it's great talking points. We could fix the relationship or make it better with Canada and the US. It's great talking points for these Democrats. A year ago, you can hear from them. When Donald Trump made his comments, people were saying yes and praising him. I read it, and I'm pretty sure most Canadians experienced it. So what started off as a little protest and them saying they don't need us, well, until next time.
Pride, they say, comes before you fall. When you think that you are so proud, you have that pride in you, you can do whatsoever you want and get away with it. Listen. You take decisions because of that pride in you. When the repercussions will come, when the negative effects will come, you will definitely regret it. Donald Trump took this drastic decision to make such announcement. You listen to what the Prime Minister of Canada said. I also made a video about that. You can check my previous video about that. He responded that they are ready to fight back. They're not backing off. Yes, they know that quite all right is going to affect them as a country. Just imagine them bringing their products to US, and US has a very large market, and US citizens and residents will stop patronizing Canada products. That means whatever they are bringing in, it will not be sold off. It will just be there looking at the sellers. That means if they produce so thin, the purchasing power will decrease. It will affect their economy, yes. But meanwhile, Donald Trump should also know that it's going to affect U.S.A. Does he even think towards that direction? Does he even know? Is he aware that it's going to affect his own country, not just Canada alone? Special credit to all the original owners used in the creation of this video you guys are watching right now. It's solely for analysis and educational purposes. If you have watched up to this point, thank you so much for watching. Do want to like this video, share to your friends and loved ones. Subscribe to this channel. A lot of people have been watching and have not subscribed. Subscription is just a way for you to be getting notifications anytime any video is dropped on this channel. Do want to subscribe, share to your friends and loved ones. Have a lovely day, a lovely evening, and see you all in our next video. Till then, bye.